Okay, well I thought I would do an update. If you remember the last video I made, we'd only just got the allotment, and I was just going to give you a little show around to see how we've been getting on. It is the evening, so there isn't loads of sun, but we'll see how it comes out. So obviously this is the flowering herb garden. I think the last time we just planted it up. I've got some flowers. The arch is looking good. I'm going to try not to talk too much in this one, if I can. Just a couple of pumpkins left in the cold frame. That's all that's left. Greenhouse. Tomatoes. And I've got on here I've got the purple sprout and broccoli and some kale that I'm going to dig some beds over the next couple of weeks, and they're going to be for the winter, to feed the girls over the winter. That's the chickens, for people who don't know that I've got chickens. And then these are the gherkins, and if I zoom in, I've got a biggish one here. It's getting there. So I ended up putting that a trellis up, and it's just grown up the trellis and outside of the greenhouse. So that seems to be enjoying it in here. So I shall go down this side first, because this is what I did on the last one. Tom's busy watering the pots and things, so you might see Tom. That's again the arch, and there are the 2 beds of beans. And then here we've got obviously nasturtiums, courgettes. The leeks are doing quite well. More courgettes. And then this is the dark kale and the green kale for the girls. And then we've got more courgettes, kale, purple sprout and broccoli. And then I've got some more leeks in the pots, carrots, and then they're carrots that I'm just busy using at the moment, so there's not many left in there. And then that's calabrese, that's swede. These ones are smaller, I planted them a couple of weeks after them, and they seem to have been, the pigeon seems to have got them a little bit. And then my sweet peas. This area here we've covered over because I'm going to dig it over the next couple of weeks to put in the purple sprout and broccoli, the kale, and then we're also going to be extending the fruit bed, because we're going to put a big fruit cage around it. So that's the fruit bed at the moment, and we're going to double the size of it. Because we're hoping to get bees next year, and if we do, we would quite like to have quite a lot of fruit trees. So that's that side. That of course is the chicken run. Obviously the last time it didn't have all the bits and pieces in. We've made them a little fort with their runways and stuff. We just made that out of pallets. We don't use it very much, but we're getting there. And they've got some stumps and things, and they seem to like to stand on the ladders, so we've given them some ladders with some vantage points. And there's another ladder over there, and then I don't know if you can see, but there's a little doorway there into the wider area which they now run around on. So these are my salad pallets, and I did this really just to try and cover some of the weeds and stuff, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get them it all dug over straight away. So I thought, oh, I'll put the pallets down, put some salad in it, and then at least that covers some of the ground. And then I've also got two boxes there growing again with carrots. So that one there, they're little stumpy carrots, and they're autumn kings, I think they're called. So they're doing quite well as well. And then this bed, I've got more kale. Obviously, I've tried to plant the kale and that at different stages, because I use it to feed the girls, to give them their greens. And then I've got another bean pole there with the beans growing up it, and then some more courgettes. That's the rhubarb, but I'm not touching the rhubarb anymore, because I've been told you shouldn't really eat it at this time of year, so I've just left it. And then this is another box that we grew to go down the side of the polytunnel, because we've now got a polytunnel, and that's just got some more kale, it's got some swede in, and there's some parsnips at the end. And then these are a couple of beds of potatoes that I did plant late, obviously, because I'd already planted 5 beds over on the other allotment. So they're 2 beds of potatoes, and they're doing really well. And then I've got the beetroot, onions, some more courgettes in there, and then obviously this is the other side of where the beans are. And I've got, I think, 3 types of beans. I've got runner beans, and I've got black French beans and yellow French beans, all climbing. So that's quite good. And then more courgettes. I love courgettes. So then, if you remember this area, I didn't think we were going to get this area done, but we've actually got on really well. So this is the pond and wildlife area. So it's now got 3 ponds in it, and the plants are all starting to grow. So that's that area. And then we've got a raised bed down here, and in there I've got rainbow chard, and then some more leeks. So that's our first ever raised bed, so we're chuffed to bits with that. And then the polytunnel. I'll see if I can. This is our polytunnel. I'll take you inside, because I've got some stuff inside it. This is the inside of the polytunnel. So we've got chilies and peppers, and at the very end there's some aubergines. And then this is some purple sprout and broccoli, I think, that I've got. I was going to try it out in the polytunnel, see how we get on. And then I've got some cucumbers, but they're not doing very well. And then some more tomatoes. So I think there's 4 tomatoes there. So they're coming on. There's a couple of new tomatoes on. They're the aubergines there. And then down here I've got some dwarf beans, French beans in that bit there. I don't know if they grow. I've never had a polytunnel before, so it's all trial and error. And then I found this in a pot. I think it's a pat chow, but I'm not quite sure. But I've put it in there anyway. I don't know what it is. And then that's one of our grapes. So you probably can't see it from this video, but we've got some ropes, some strings going along. So hopefully it'll eventually grow along the strings, right along the polytunnel. This bed's still got to be dug. Might start that tomorrow, because it's Friday night, so I might start it tomorrow. And then this is just a little bed, and I've got 2 pumpkins in there. I don't know if they'll grow inside the polytunnel, so just all trial and error. And then this is our Christmas dinner bed. So I've got some potatoes growing in here. We've got some swedes, some carrots,